I want to ask you about the Sports Science Advisory Council within HYROX. Can you tell us a bit about that?
Yeah, as we spoke before, right from the beginning, coach education is really based on sports science. We would like to liaise very closely with sports scientists, researchers, universities all around the world in various or with various topics, being it sports psychology or physiology and strength and conditioning, sports medicine, etc., various topics. Coaching the female athlete, for example, is also a very interesting topic. So we decided to say, okay, why are we not forming an advisory council consisting of 4 or 5 experts who are covering certain fields which are relevant for the sport of HYROX. This council then is advising the academy where to put more efforts into maybe some research projects. But on the other side, a lot of researchers and universities are already approaching us, and they would like to have kind of direction in which way they could provide some research for the benefit of the sport of HYROX. So this is kind of the role. Does that make sense?
Hmm.
For this advisory council. So one, to find ways, sorry, areas where really more research is needed to develop the sport of HYROX further and to make performance better, to have a healthier lifestyle and life of our athletes and members in the gyms. And on the other side, from external requests from universities to steer them a little bit and manage them a little bit and guide them into the right direction. So our aim is to bring these experts together 2 to 3 times a year in person to discuss these topics. Obviously, we will have more virtual meetings, and then to release annually a report, a science report, where we collect all the science, the papers, the researches and the results once a year and discuss it and connect this maybe with an education event as well.
Okay, and so that output will be like just public. It will go to everyone. Will it only go to
Yeah,
the HYROX
yeah,
coaches or?
yeah.
Yeah.
No, it will be public. It will be public. Definitely, definitely. So
Okay.
this is our aim. So it is for the community. So whether it's nutrition, whether it's psychology, whether it's motivation, whether it's coaching the masters athlete, how do you coach masters? You have to coach masters athletes maybe slightly different in terms of quantity and quality of training, volumes, intensities, blah blah blah. These kind of things. So it's all public. It's all for the community. So it's accessible for everybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. And who is on that council?
We currently have Dr. Phil Graham-Smith from Manchester Metropolitan University. We have Dr. Adam Story from Auckland University of Technology in New Zealand. And then we have Dr. Samantha Rowland from Loughborough University. And then we have Dr. Gamma de Hulst from Zurich University on the council. And the way it works, this is always a 1-year engagement with the council, and then we change every year, but we keep obviously these really world-class researchers in our network. But we would like to have, like, say, fresh faces every year, and by this we will grow the community of researchers in HYROX. It doesn't necessarily mean that if Phil Graham-Smith is not in 2026, he might come back a year or 2 years later, on the council, depending maybe what kind of research projects he is got with his students, with his university, etc. So it's a fluent process. What we would like to really avoid is that we have people sitting on chairs for ages. So we always want to have a little bit of a fluctuation, get new thoughts, new ideas. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Just so people that aren't aware, like, some of those names you just mentioned, like Gomar the Holst has been on this podcast, so well worth checking out a previous episode with him. The others I've not spoken to. I know Adam Story works closely with Dan Plews, who has been on here as well.
On your podcast here as well.
Yeah. And you also mentioned Anthony Pericini and Hidden Weersmar earlier on, who have also been on. So check out those episodes if you've not heard them. And then another area of people coming together for education, I believe, is the HYROX Summit. Can you talk about that a little bit more?
That's right. That's right. So our idea is to have an annual event, an annual global event in terms of education. So bringing coaches together for 2 days, and then providing, of course, in-person lectures, workshops, seminars, and we're planning to have this the IROX summit in March next year in London, connected to the event in London Olympia. We're talking now to 25 experts from all around the world. Obviously, our experts from the online courses will be present there as well. So coaches have the opportunity in sessions, 45 minutes or 90 minutes, to dive deeper into topics, to get into a discussion with the experts, with coaches, like you mentioned. Anthony Pericini will be there. Goma will be there. We will have workshop formats there as well. So I think this is super, super important. And what I gather from the coaches community, there's a really big appetite for this to come together, to learn from the experts, to develop the sport. But yeah, at the same time, also to exchange some experience from the coaching perspective. Yeah.